Hello everyone, welcome to another one of my videos. Today I've got my hands on a 1997 Saab 9000 CS Anniversary Edition. Now this was one of the last 9000 to be produced, as it was replaced by the introduction of 95 in the same year. While I give you the exterior tour, let me tell you some of the standard features of this car. Though it is the lower spec model, it still comes with some decent sets of features and accessories loaded from the factory. Especially this anniversary model. It has metallic paints, headlight washer, front and rear spoiler, 15-inch alloy wheels with ABS disc brakes, remote central locking with engine immobilizer and alarm, 8-speaker stereo, automatic climate control, cruise control, heated leather seats, power windows, power mirrors and power antenna. You also get an electronic sunroof with tilt function as well. Let us have a quick look at the seats and the boot of the car. We have really nice and comfortable seats at the back with plenty of legroom and headroom, which is not so common for a liftback car. Similarly, at the front, you have the same nice comfortable seat with 6-way adjustment. A little more side support would have been better. Now at the back, you have a really big carpeted boot, especially for a liftback. It is huge. If you still think it is not big enough, you can always fold the rear seats down to get the extra room. Let me start the car and quickly show you the engine bay, followed by some exhaust sound. On the left hand side, you have the left hand side air vent, the passenger side airbag, the fuse box, a little bit of small storage there, the center air vents, the air conditioning controller, the cassette player, cigarette lighter, ashtray, a little bit of storage, another bit of storage there, 4-speed automatic transmission, power window controllers and the sunroof controllers are here. Then you have a little bit of storage for the drinks and handbrake there. At the back we have another ashtray for the passenger. Then we have the Saab information display, the heated seat controller, the hatchback fan, indicator switch with cruise control module as well, the wiper controller with high beam switch. Then we have the headlight switch, the front and rear fog light switch, the headlight position and the light intensity controller. At the right you have the power mirror controllers, and here we have the remote boot release. In the middle you have a reading lamp and some courtesy lamps as well. The sun visor comes with some vanity mirror as well. Now next, I'm going to quickly run you through the instrumentation cluster of this car. You have a nice and informative instrumentation cluster. You have all the usual dials, plus on the bottom left hand side you get the door open and light malfunction indicator, and at the bottom right hand side you have few warning lights. Now at the middle we have the gear indicator and the trip computer, which shows range, outside temperature, battery voltage, average and instantaneous fuel consumption. This is the first time that I've been driving a Saab. Now it was a new experience for me. The interior is definitely a little different than all the other cars that I've driven so far, but let me tell you, it is a nice place to be in. The seats are comfortable, the automatic climate control works perfect, the sunroof still works, the trip computer, the Saab information display, onboard diagnostic computer are nice tool to have as well. Saab has used good materials all around. There is no rattle or squeaks inside. Few things that has gone wrong in the last 19 years is the driver's side sunshade, which does not want to stay all the way up, some noise coming from the little hatchback fan under the seat heater controller, and a crack in the middle of the dash. This car is equipped with the award-winning B234E engine, which is a 2.3-liter 4-cylinder dual overhead cam engine with a low-pressure turbo. The Australian configuration makes 125 kilos of power at 5,700 RPM, 260 Nm of torque at 3,200 RPM. The engine is very smooth and the transmission changes are flawless as well. Because Saab cars are always built with good quality materials, their weights is little on the high side. So you get 88.3 watt per kilogram weight to power ratio. Still, it is quite responsive from 3000 RPM and above. The CS Anniversary model is definitely not intended to be driven hard on the corners, as it has substantial body rolls, but at cruising speed is well under control and gives a nice and comfortable ride. You get sports tuned suspension on the Griffin and the Aero models. The combined fuel economy is 9.7 litre per 100 km, but I have only managed to get 10.4 litre per 100 km from the time that I have driven the vehicle. I really don't know a lot about subs, but of the little research that I have done, it seems they are really well built, reliable and safe like Volvos. Most of the sub owners are mature and are passionate about their cars, so normally they should be in a good nick with a full service history. But now that sub does not make cars anymore and don't have any active dealerships, getting parts for this car can be a little expensive. The common issue with these models are blown turbo, central locking failing, timing chain failure, problem with automatic transmission and heater fan. Now the big question, should you buy one? The answer is no for a CS or CD variants. However, I would definitely recommend buying a Griffin or an Aero model. Please keep in mind that you might have to spend a little bit of extra money to keep them in top condition, as they are almost 20 years old now. I strongly think that they would hold their value quite well, as the 9000 Aero has become quite an iconic sub now. Feel free to share, like and comment on this video.